Thank you guys for joining me today. I'm Christina. I'm with Charlotte Pop-Up Yoga, and I love getting to do a noon practice because this is a great way to reset your day and kind of go into your afternoon with a fresh new mindset mentally and physically. So we're going to start today's practice with a little bit of breath work. If you want to get seated and comfortable, whatever that looks like for you, you can even lay on your back if you want. Like I said, we'll start with some breath work. So get comfortable and close your eyes. If you're sitting up, take a nice tall spine and just breathe naturally for a few moments. Try to shut off all the things that you had going on this morning, the to-do list, any frustrations. Let's try to let everything go for a moment. Be present here on your mat. And slowly begin to deepen your breath a little bit. Each inhale a little fuller, each exhale a little fuller. And I'll guide us through some 4-count breaths. Equal breathing here on the inhale and the exhale. So I'll count to 4 as we inhale, and then I'll count to 4 as we exhale. And we'll continue this pattern for a little while. So start with your inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll allow you to continue. And when you're ready, you can return to just your natural breath. You can stop counting in your head. You can bring your awareness back to your physical space here on your mat. Breath work is a great tool to really clear the mind, start fresh. If you weren't already in a seated position, go ahead and get in one now, and you can open your eyes. If you have the playlist and want to use it, we will start the playlist here together on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to start with some head rolls while we're seated here. So start with the right side, dropping the ear over towards the shoulder, then bringing the head back. Left ear to left shoulder, chin to chest, and keep going around to the right. One more time around. And we'll reverse sides, going around to the left. Two more times through. And when you're finished with that, we'll return to a neutral spine here. So the head is centered. We'll drop the ear over to the right shoulder again. So we're leaning just the neck over to the right, hand comes on top of the head. And that's going to take a nice deeper stretch through the left side of the neck. And switch sides. So the left ear to the left shoulder, hand on top of the head. Feeling that through the right neck this time. And return to a neutral spine. We're going to interlace our fingertips behind the low back and press the arms out behind you. Wherever you find comfort, you can stay low or you can really reach the arms up high. Feeling a stretch across the front of the chest here. And then release that bind. Do the same thing, interlacing the fingertips in front of you, pressing the palms forward. And take a little bit of a hunch back into the shoulders. May even want to wiggle side to side here, stretching the shoulders. And then we're going to stretch the arms up overhead, keeping the fingers interlaced, press up. Take a few breaths here. And then we'll release the right arm down and stretch over to the right side. So the left arm is going to reach up and over to the side. And switch sides, coming through center. The left arm's going to come down, the right arm's going to reach over. And return to center here. Bring your arms up overhead and just point your fingertips up. Gaze upward while keeping your shoulders relaxed. And then slowly we're going to hinge forward from the hips and a forward fold while we're in this seated position. And just reach out wherever feels good for you. You can go as far or as short as you want. Kind of let the head and neck go here. If you have some sort of pillow around the house, you can always take a pillow under your chest here and just rest on it for a moment. And slowly work your way up. We're going to move into tabletop, hands and knees on all fours. So find your alignment first. Shoulders are over your wrist, hips are over your knees. Take some cats and cows if you want here to warm up. Anything else that feels intuitive for you right here? C curves, moving the weight around the mat, whatever you want. This is ultimately your practice. We're aiming for somewhat of an intermediate level practice, but you can really do whatever feels good for you. If you want to take things further, if you want to make them a little more simple. Return to this neutral tabletop here without any movement, finding stability in the core, pressing up and out of the palms so you're not sinking down into your shoulders. We'll take a little bit of a spinal balance, extending the right leg out behind you so that it's equal with your hips or lower. And then bring that knee in for cheetah, so knee towards nose. Inhale, straighten the leg back out. Exhale, drop the toe to the opposite corner. Gaze over your shoulder. Inhale, extend it out behind you again. Exhale, bend the knee and gaze up. Inhale, straighten the leg. And let's repeat the flow. Exhale, tuck it in, cheetah. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, toe to the corner. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee, gaze up. Inhale, straighten. And repeat, exhale for cheetah. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, toe to opposite corner. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee, gaze up. Inhale, straighten. One more time through cheetah. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, toe down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, gaze up, bend the knee. Inhale, straighten. Return to tabletop. Maybe you take a little cat and cow just to loosen up the spine. And then we'll switch sides. So again, coming into the neutral tabletop first, and then extending the left leg out behind you this time. Really engaging the core here. Exhale, tuck the knee in for cheetah, knee towards the nose. Inhale, straighten the leg out behind you. Exhale, touch the toe down to the opposite corner, gaze over your shoulder. Inhale, straighten the leg behind you. Exhale, bend the knee, gaze up. Inhale, straighten. Let's flow. Exhale, cheetah. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, toe down. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale and straighten. Exhale for cheetah. Inhale and straighten. Exhale, toe down. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale to straighten. One more time, exhale, cheetah. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, toe down. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale to straighten. Return to tabletop. Same thing, you can take a little cat and cow or a C curve here to just loosen things up as we're warming up. And then we're gonna press back into child's pose. So knees wide, toes touch, forehead against the mat. Take a moment to recenter yourself here in this pose and establish the intention that you want out of this practice today. Take a nice deep breath here in through the nose. Open the mouth, let it go. So we're going to take a moment and flow through tabletop and child's pose. So pull yourself back into tabletop. Your knees are going to stay a little bit wide here, and then press back into child. Pull back up to table, and then to child. Table, child. Table, and child, and hold here in child's pose for a moment. Again, deep breath, inhale. Exhale, let it go. Tuck the toes and lift the hips high to the sky, downward facing dog. Pedal it out here, warming up the ankles and the feet. Bending one knee and then the other. And then we'll come to a still down dog. So really sink the heels back towards the ground into your mat. And begin to walk the feet forward towards your hands, forward fold. Really let everything go, the head and neck, shake yes, shake no. And let's twist. Take a bend in the left knee, left hand on the mat, right arm lifts. You can always bring something under the left hand, a little pillow or blanket if you need to. Open up the chest and the heart, twisting to the right. And then release that arm down. Same thing the other side, bend the right knee, right hand on the mat, left arm lifts. Open up the chest and the heart. Release that left hand down. Ground down through your feet. Really feel the toes, the heels connected into the mat, and then rise up, arms overhead. Relax the shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. Hands to the mat, step or jump back, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Press the heels back. Deep breath here, inhale. Exhale. Right leg lifts for cheetah, 3-point. Bring it in towards the nose for cheetah. Return to 3-point, so the right leg goes to the sky. Then step the right foot between the hands, warrior 1. Your hips are going to be squared towards the front. Relax the shoulders. Breathe through the pose. Open up warrior 2. Opening the hips, finding balance in the arms, balance in the torso, shoulders over the hips. Straighten that front leg. We're going to move into triangle pose. So reach the right arm out and down. Left arm is going to lift. Again, you can put something under the right hand if you need to. Open up the chest, open up the heart. Breathe. Drop the left arm down, quarter turn just a little bit to the left. So you're facing the long edge of your mat here for a wide leg forward fold. You can place your hands in front of you on the mat, or you can walk them all the way through behind you if you want. Breathe into any tension. Push yourself a little bit without causing any injury or pain. Walk the hands back out in front of you. We're going to quarter turn towards the right so that you're facing the front of the mat again. Step back for either a vinyasa or meet in down dog. We'll all meet in down dog. Sinking the heels back. Deep breath here, inhale. Exhale. Left leg lifts for 3-point. Bring it in for cheetah, knee towards the nose. Return to 3-point. Step the left foot between the hands. Same thing on the other side, warrior 1. Square your hips towards the front. Relax the shoulders and breathe. Warrior 2, opening up the hips. Balancing the arms, the torso. Reminding us to find balance in our lives. Straighten the front leg for triangle. Surf the left arm out and down. Right arm lifts. Place something under your left hand if you need it. Open the chest, open the heart. Drop the right arm down, quarter turn just a little bit to the right. So again, you're facing the long side of your mat. Wide-legged forward fold. Repeat whatever you did on the other side. Maybe you take it just a little bit further this time. Breathe into the tension. Remember, no pain, no injury, just pushing yourself to a healthy limit. Walk your hands back out in front of you, quarter turn to the left so that you're facing the front of the mat. Step back for either down dog or take a vinyasa. Everybody meets in downward facing dog. Sinking the heels back into the mat, deep breath. Exhale, let it go. Walk your feet up to the top of your mat, forward fold. Take a slight bend in the knees and roll up one vertebrae at a time. We're going to take tree pose here. So ground down into your left leg. The right leg is either going to come to your ankle, your shin, or your thigh. Start with your hands at heart center. Find your focus point, your drishti. Try not to sit too much into the hips. Be nice and tall and grow your branches. Notice what it feels like to be grounded to the earth while reaching for the sky. And release your arms, release your feet, shake it out. We'll do the other side. So ground down through the right leg. The left foot comes to either the ankle, the shin of the, sorry, my earbud was acting funny. Ankle, shin, or your thigh. Hands to heart center. Try not to sink into the hips, and then raise the arms, grow your branches. Feel yourself being long. Part of you is connected to the ground, part of you is reaching up. And release the arms, release the feet, shake it out, and then ground the feet in again. Here we go for another flow. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, gaze forward. Exhale, release, forward fold. Hands to the mat, step or jump back, chaturanga. Up dog. And down dog. Sink the heels back. Nice deep breath here, inhale. And exhale. Right leg lifts for 3-point. Bring it in for cheetah, knee towards the nose. Return to 3-point. Step the right foot between the hands. Come up for warrior 1. Again, hips are square to the front, shoulders are relaxed, breathing through this pose. And we're gonna flow here with our arms. So keep your legs where they are and bring the arms down and behind you. Like airplane arms behind you. And then bring them back up to warrior 1, arms overhead. Exhale, press them back again. Inhale, bring them back up. Exhale, press the arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. And then bring your hands to the mat. Straighten both legs, intense leg stretch. So your feet are going to be facing the front of your mat. Both legs are straight. You can take a short stance. You can take a long stance. Whatever works for you. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and then forward fold over the front leg. Breathe. Hands to the mat, step back for down dog, or take a vinyasa. Everybody meets in downward facing dog. Deep breath here, inhale and exhale. Left leg lifts for 3-point. Bring it in for cheetah, knee to nose. Return to 3-point. Step the left foot between the hands, come up for warrior 1. Repeating our flow on the other side. Dropping the shoulders, deep breaths. Let's flow, bring your arms down and back. Exhale, inhale, bring them back overhead. Exhale, arms down and back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms back. Inhale, arms up. Last time through. Exhale, arms back. Hands to the mat, intense leg stretch. Straightening both legs here. Take your stance as short or long as you want. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And then fold over the forward leg. And breathe. Both hands on the mat, step back for down dog or take a vinyasa here, our last vinyasa. Everybody meets in down dog. Again, deep breath here, inhale and exhale. Shift your weight forward to plank, top of a push-up. Engage the core here, hold for 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower yourself all the way down, bringing your elbows by your sides as you go. And release here for a moment. Rest one ear, one cheek on the mat. Rest one ear, one cheek on the mat. You can close your eyes if you want. We'll take one back bend here with locust pose. Interlace your fingertips behind the low back. On your inhale, lift the chest, lift the thighs, and breathe. And release down. Same thing, one ear, one cheek can rest on the mat here. And then we're gonna roll over onto our backs. Take another back bend here with bridge pose. So walk your feet close to your seat. On your inhale, you're gonna lift your hips up off the mat. Your hands can stay by your sides or they can interlace under the back. Really lift the hips and focus on your chest rising and falling as you breathe. And release down. Keep your feet on the mat, keeping that energy of the back bends connected and grounded. You can shift your knees side to side, just keeping that connection with the feet. And then we'll take another bridge here. I like to do back bends in sets of 3s. So when you're ready, we'll do the same thing. Inhale, lift the hips up off the sky, interlace the hands at the low back. Breathe. Lift as high as you can. And then release everything down. This time you can hug your knees into your chest. And again, you can rock side to side, giving a little bit of a back massage here. Slowly rock yourself front to back. Make your way up into a seated position, stretching the legs out in front of you. We're gonna take a forward fold here. So straighten the legs, straighten the arms, lift up and forward. Paschimottanasana. Really release everything, let the head and neck go. Slowly roll your way up. Shavasana. We're gonna bend the right knee in, drop the right knee out to the side so that the right foot's touching the inside of the left thigh. Keeping that left leg nice and straight, arms up. Reach up and over the left leg. And release. Again, pushing your boundaries in a healthy way without causing pain or injury. And roll up, switching sides. Extend the right leg out straight, bend the left knee, this time left knee out to the side so that the left foot touches the inside of the right thigh. Arms up and lengthen forward. Slowly roll up. Bring both feet to touch for Badakanasana or butterfly. Bring those feet close into your sits bones and sit up nice and tall. Release forward. And bring the knees to touch here, making your way onto your back. Take one final twist. So take eagle legs. Left leg is going to wrap over the right, and then we're going to drop the knees over to the right side. Arms are going to go to the left. Switch sides. So eagle legs again, the right leg is going to come over the left. Drop your legs over to the left side, arms to the right. And return to center. Tuck your knees in. One final rock here, side to side with that low back massage. We're going to make our way into Shavasana. If you're using the playlist, you can move to the final song here, which is moving. And then take up all of your mat here for Shavasana, spreading your legs wide, arms wide. Sometimes I like to place a blanket over myself in Shavasana, whatever works for you. Take one final cleansing breath together. Inhale. Really sip it all in high and then let it go. Shavasana. Slowly begin to deepen your breath. Invite some movement into your fingers and toes. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a good squeeze before we slowly rock ourselves up into a seated position. And then just get comfortable in whatever position works for you for finishing the practice today. If you're sitting, take a nice tall spine, close your eyes. Take a moment to just feel any sensations in your body. whether it's a nice and loose feeling, a tight feeling, a sore feeling, a free feeling. Just be mindful of what your body is telling you. Bring our hands together at heart center, finding gratitude for ourselves for showing up on our mats, and gratitude to each other for this practice that we shared together. Together, let us bow the love and light in me, sees and honors the love and light in you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this practice today.